FBI is calling the deadly attack in New Orleans an act of terrorism.
Well, tragedy has struck in the New Orleans area with a terrorist attack. We're going to talk about it next on It's Culture. Let's get it. Welcome back to It's Culture. Special episode. My name is Mark. For those who don't know, this is It's Culture Podcast, where I talk about a lot of things. I react to a lot of different stories, politics, music, sports, entertainment, you name it. But tonight, I want to talk about a tragedy that just happened in New Orleans overnight. This was a terroristic attack, as the FBI and the New Orleans police are calling it, where a man decided to take a truck and plow into pedestrians and patrons who are out celebrating New Year's Eve on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. So we're gonna go to the news and hear about it. If y'all could do me a favor, hit the like button, share button, subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can get the updates when I go live. But let's go to the news.
The FBI says that suspect, who is now dead, was 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S. citizen and Army veteran from the Houston area. They do not believe he acted alone, and there's now reportedly surveillance video of other individuals who might be involved. At least 15 people are now confirmed dead, dozens of others injured, including 2 police officers who were shot.
So you see what's going on. This man went down there. They don't think he acted alone. This is a terroristic attack. He plowed into people and got into a shootout with some cops. Luckily enough, the cops were able to neutralize him and kill him before any more people got hurt.
Fox 4 Stephen Dial in studio now with more. Stephen.
The New Orleans police chief says Shamsuddin Jabbar drove onto the sidewalk to get around a police car that was providing security by blocking the vehicle's access to Bourbon Street. The coroner of Orleans Parish just shared that the death toll has climbed to 15 people. 3 hours into the new year, Bourbon Street in New Orleans turned into a massive crime scene.
This particular terrorist drove around onto the sidewalk.
Just despicable.
FBI says 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S. citizen from the Houston area, drove a white pickup truck around a police car blocking traffic and slammed into pedestrians on the crowded street. 15 people were killed, dozens injured. Federal investigators are calling this an act of terrorism.
Act of terror. Y'all hear that?
New Orleans police and all law enforcement is built. We are built for dealing with evil, with things that would cause others to be in fear, but instead our officers, and last night NOPD particular, stood strong. They did not run. They did kill the terrorist.
The police didn't run from the scene. They ran to the scene. So kudos to them. Bravo. I'm going to give y'all claps. Thank you all so much for not running away from the scene. They actually ran to the scene and neutralized this man.
There are still many unanswered questions about Jabbar, but we know he was an Army veteran and the truck was rented from the Houston area. Investigators say Jabbar was killed when the truck stopped and he began shooting at officers. 3 officers shot back, killing him. 2 officers were injured.
Considering their injuries, they're doing well.
Federal investigators say an ISIS flag was located on the truck along with a possible explosive device inside and others nearby. They also believe Jabbar did not act alone. A state police bulletin says 3 men and a woman are seen on surveillance placing one of those devices. As for the victims, one of them has a connection to TCU. Jack Beck, a senior receiver for the Horned Frogs football team, confirmed on his social media that his brother Tiger Beck died in the attack. TCU football posting, quote, sending love and support to the Beck family.
Bourbon Street is an active crime scene, and the FBI is in charge of it. When they clear it, and it does not become an active crime scene anymore, we're going to open it up.
The city was not only packed for New Year celebrations, but also for a college football playoff game. In the wake of the attack, the Sugar Bowl was postponed until Thursday. Governor Jeff Landry was already planning to issue an emergency declaration ahead of the Super Bowl next month, which is also in New Orleans. He amended that order so additional resources can be brought in immediately.
This city has been tried by fire before. But fire purifies. Fire makes things stronger. We have a plan. We know what to do. We are going to get these people.
I'm glad she said that they're going to get them. They need to get these other 3 men and this woman, because we don't know what's going on, and we don't know if this is a larger cell. They already said this man didn't act alone, so we know that he had at least 4 people with him. But just think about the magnitude and the damage that could have been done had the cops not got involved and stopped this attack. Explosive devices being planted. You got millions of people down there. Thousands of people came into town to New Orleans for the football game to see Georgia play Notre Dame, and you have this going on. ISIS flag on the back. An Army veteran with an ISIS flag. So this man has been somehow or another radicalized to the point where he wants to kill Americans. A soldier. Somebody that's supposed to be my brother. And as a veteran, this one hits home, because how do you even allow yourself to even get caught up in the propaganda to want to do harm to other American citizens when we were taking oath to be sworn to protect our country against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and you become the terrorist? I was hoping that the president would come out with a press conference and make an appearance and address the nation. I think he did it with a tweet. The president-elect said he gonna put his support behind whatever is going to be going on. But we need to figure out what's going on, because if we got homegrown terrorists that are being radicalized by Islamic extremists, then we got a serious issue on the home front. That means that the fight is no longer just overseas. It's here on our lands again. The last horrific attack on our land by terrorists was 9/11. Here we are again. This time on New Year's Eve. That could have been very, very more catastrophic than it already was. So I want to say once again, bravo and to the police for swift action. And hopefully the FBI and their investigation and the Department of Homeland Security can figure out how this happened and can hunt down this cell and eradicate it before it does damage that's beyond control. So I just wanted to come live to kind of talk about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Thank you for tuning in tonight. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.